Ash just restarted it. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Stupid game. I don't know what happened. My game crashed. I'm gonna touch. Second. Um. Yeah. Yeah, it crashed on me. Just. What the fuck? Hold on, I'll send them a link. Uh. Hold on. Shit. It would be me. Send him the link if he wants if he wants to watch. Cause it's just about having fun. It's not about freaking who's the best or any of that. People like that guy, the other one, freaking. Um, it's not about who's better. Okay. Keep harassing me. Let's go. Oh, hey man, sorry. Actually, hold on real quick. Let me, You and another one will probably be the only one that I'll have of. I tried to stream earlier and a friend joined, but also somebody else who's just making trouble. Like I said on the community post, they're just being a dick. Like they really have no life, nothing better to do, but to go and harass people or harass me, because they're just a sad individual. But yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? How's your kids and all that, and wife and all that? Yeah, we're just acting childish. Yeah, I know. Honestly, some of their messages are still in like the what's it called? In the sections. I left them up because like I haven't deleted anything. I would, but honestly, I don't need the bullshit. I don't need some pathetic waste of space. Freaking, like, I don't want to say that because that sounds mean-spirited, but it's just like, if you got nothing better to do than harass people and be annoying, then freaking, there's the door, you know, like, so, yeah. Also, I made you a mod just because next to, oh, that's cool. Also, hello, Jason's wife. Also, have you watched anything from Marvel Spider-Man 2 yet? I think the PlayStation event was yesterday, and then they've had hands-on game stuff, so. I haven't yet. You should. It's pretty cool. I did do time-lapse drawing of, or 2 drawings and 1 video for Shredder, which took me a bit. The first one was more just freehand, barely any reference, just trying cool design, and then the second one was going off a photo reference. So I mostly was relying on penciling and blending, so thanks. I've started doing a little bit of regular videos when I have time. Like I've done like a little bit of work on that katana and Scorpion in one video, painting wise, which I'm not the best painter in the world. I am no Alex Ross, but I don't claim to be. I certainly just try, and that's the best I can do.
Hi there, I'm Simon Krieger, and what you're standing next to
is Troy Baker.
This reactor will supply enough energy to power all of Harlem. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, Simon, how is that possible? And the answer is Nuform.
The answer
one canister of this revolutionary fuel source is enough to supply Harlem
is
safe energy
Troy Baker.
for the next 500
Yeah, that's all you
years.
can do. Do your best, I'm sure.
Soon, we'll be opening reactors throughout
Yeah.
Manhattan, and then
That's all I try to do is my best.
get ready.
I could care less what haters say. For me, it's like they can rot in their own misery. You know, just because they have nothing better to do doesn't mean they have to go and ruin everybody else's day. They're certainly not going to get a rise out of me.
No sign of anybody. They broke a bunch of stuff. Maybe they were looking for something. Oh, they did a search for Nuform. What are they gonna do with it?
Also, by the way, with your boys or boys, I don't know, with your kid, uh, you at some point need to have a family movie night. Just ignore stupid because you don't want to invalidate their ego. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do my best and stuff like that because I don't give a crap what they say. But what I was gonna say was you're with your kid and your wife. If you're both listening, because I know she's watching this, I will say you guys need to have a family movie night around May. Doing Batman, just watching all of Batman the animated series and stuff like that with your kids. Just because I think it would be interesting. I wonder how your kids would take Batman in this Batman the animated series, because that was one of my favorite shows. The art style, the episodes, and stuff like that. I know you can easily do like stuff like that. We have movie night every Saturday, and he loves anime. Yeah. Well, try on when it comes to in May, just to coincide with like just because May and Bat May, when May comes around, have like a giant movie marathon or show marathon of watching a lot of the Batman stuff, like especially Batman animated series, because I think that'd be interesting, kind of change up the pace. And I know probably because Batman animated series has a lot of the most heartfelt and great episodes. Like maybe just your wife into it if she does not know what Batman the animated series is. Okay, we definitely will do that. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Trust me. The reason why I say it is because if I had kids, the first thing is I'm gonna be doing is when they get up to the age that I was, which was 4 or 5, we will be watching all of the old stuff that I used to watch, and I'm gonna be turning them and saying, now back in my day, this was probably the best show, sonny boy. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm making you feel old, or myself feel old. Sorry.
Man,
Nah, but I have like a list of shows that I grew up with that I probably would watch. Yeah, we both have a lot of anime tattoos. Yeah. Personally, like there's tons of shows I would recommend. Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes, Static Shock, that's a great one. Young Justice, the original series. The Owl House, Gravity Falls. Teen Titans, the original. Well, your kid is asleep, but screw Teen Titans Go. Why? Well, that did not need to exist. I hate Teen Titans Go with a passion. Trying to think. Danny Phantom, Ben 10 the original, Ben 10 Alien Force, Omniverse in between. There's some good elements to Omniverse, and then there's a lot of like stuff. So in between on that. Trying to think of some great shows that I would recommend. We are all getting sun into the 80s anime, so yeah. That's a start. I'm not big on anime stuff. I grew up watching Vortex Saturday morning cartoons, so for me, I didn't get to watch a whole lot of anime. I remember seeing a few episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh, but not a whole lot.
Venom's a good name. Hold him here. Everyone else, get upstairs. We're gonna need backup. Get him up. Haven't seen you guys before. Nice glow sticks.
be right back. I gotta go take a bathroom break really quick. So, give me 1 second. I will say I guess even though I'm kind of young, I still I grew up with a lot of stuff. And I really love a lot of different video games and stuff. Like, to be honest, if I was a better... Yeah, my favorite anime was... and DBZ, Demon Slayer. You and a friend of mine would probably get along very well. A few of the ones you listed are a few of his favorites. Don't hate me, don't unsubscribe, but besides a little bit of Dragon Ball, I haven't really watched a whole lot of anime. I shouldn't laugh, but Demon Slayer, I've watched ever. And like a lot of the different ones I've seen, I've heard of, but I've never watched. The only one I've seen maybe some snippets of was Dragon Ball. That's it. Which I know is dumb, but and you're probably
More from up on the balcony.
I will say I do have an idea for something. If you at some point, I did do a part 1, but I could not think of anything after that, and trying to mix it with Fanscription's What If Tim Burton series, which I highly recommend you at some point watch, which is Fanscription is like a spin-off of Channel Awesome, which is like the Nostalgia Critic, the one with the tie, Doug Walker, the glasses guy, red tie, black hat, kind of like in between, I don't know. Basically, Fanscription is something with his brother and another guy on their channel, which is Walter, I do believe. And they did a fanscription of what if Tim Burton, directed Batman and Robin, what if Tim Burton directed Batman Forever, and what if Harvey Dent was in Batman Returns. And all are very good, and they kind of make like a pretty cool timeline of stuff like that. And I tried to do a version of what if, Tim Burton directed Batman Unchained, and what my inspirations were like, Poison Ivy being one of the main villains, but also Scarecrow being a central villain. But the main, obstacle is Bane. Bane being like the puppet master, the Hush-like figure, pulling strings, and kind of like some of the biggest, story my biggest inspirations for the story were originally going to be, Batman Arkham Knight. That was a big inspiration, but Nightfall, Arkham Origins, a few, Long Halloween, I can't remember a few of them. Batman, I think it was Year One, but not completely. Obviously the other fanscriptions, because I wanted it to be a cohesive timeline and to kind of seamlessly go with mine. Stuff like that. and I personally was having trouble trying to write a cohesive thing. Like, the reason why I never finished it or two is one, because of time, but also the other thing is the only part that I ever had a cohesive thing was the opening. Going off of like the script and trying to mix that with everything else and try to like cramming 3 villains. Like you have Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, which would be setting their origins up throughout the movie, and then you would have Bane, which Bane would already be a thing. I think Bane would be the puppet master, and he would also influence the origin, the creation of Ivy, but also is like just like slowly kind of being like the figure that, you know, is puppeteering things and stirring conflict. And also I took a bit of inspiration from Ian Bane. I also, because I know that one of the unused things for Unchained was Harley Quinn was going to be one of the main bad guys. And I didn't like that. But I did like the idea of using some of elements of Poison Ivy's original origin and seamlessly mixing that with Harley's type of thing, but kind of having that type of dynamic, but kind of changing it a bit, where I still like the idea that Woodrue and stuff, but I kind of wanted it to be like pull on like a Ivy type of dynamic. There was one to have an origin story, which was to pull from some one of the New 52 origins for Ivy, but I wanted to slightly give a hint when I was trying to write it, and I had the idea of like when a flashback occurs, maybe the mother had an affair with a neighbor, but the twist is that the neighbor wasn't like a guy or nothing, it was another woman. And it could give like a hint for Ivy being, you know, like she is in the comics with Harley, by, you know, lesbian or bisexual. I don't really know. I don't fully understand it, but you get what I mean. And my biggest problem is I'm very creative but I have trying to anchor everything, and I'm not a writer. That's like, I can be an artist. I'm a kind of decent painter. But I'm no writer. That is just, but for me, like, when I have like a certain thing set in stone, like some elements, like that's why part 1 was kind of somewhat good. It's decent. Like trying to set up Jonathan Crane. Like I also took a bit of inspiration from, you know, the Freddy Krueger films, because I wanted maybe Crane to, like, the kids that he uses the fear toxin on, that he basically made sure that they were sons or grandchildren or daughters or whatever of the kids that messed with him back in the day, and he's basically tormenting them as kind of a retribution in his own eyes, but legally he's finding a way of loopholing it to where it's justifiable and it's not malpractice or anything. But beyond that, besides those ideas, I had a lot of trouble. I knew that a lot of people would not like the idea of Nicolas Cage being Scarecrow. I couldn't care less. I actually had a lot of ideas for him, and I also thought he looked the most like how Crane is in the comics. And Cage has this like Spock-like thing, and I wanted it to where he can play a very like pull on a Tim Burton-esque nature of like a Slender Man mixed Scarecrow that moves very unnaturally, kind of like a mixture of Ellington from Nightmare Before Christmas and like Slender Man, and maybe like because he has like a limp in the way he moves, maybe when he's like in like a Scarecrow outfit, he kind of moves like he's moving very unnaturally by limp, like moving his leg very stretched out and kind of like a sprint jump. Yeah, Cage would be a good Scarecrow. Agreed. And plus, there was one element that I wanted to pull from the unused script was like maybe he has like there was something that I was trying to read from this unused script about like they were saying about him eventually like becomes full, his face becomes the mask, and it's like something like out of Arkham Knight, and I thought, you know, maybe it's kind of like it becomes like kind of like that throughout the movie, where the main villains become less human, and that's kind of like a play on the theme. Besides Bane, I think Bane and Batman would be the only two that are naturally what they are. Even if they are somewhat inhuman-ish, they're more, you know. And I thought, like, Ivy, something that I thought would be is she becomes almost less human, and her skin becomes more green or tealish and stuff like that. And I thought that would be something that you can kind of play on. And I don't know if I would keep Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Iffy on that. I thought about keeping. I thought about either using Chase, the actor who played Chase Meridian, or you could keep Uma Thurman, but like heavily change her performance, like heavily, to make her less like like, because Batman and Robin was terrible. there's no question about it. But I just had trouble trying to write a cohesive, like, part two that's, like, that niches everything in the box. Like, you already have, in part one, it sets up Crane. But it gives a little leeway to hint at, like, because, like, there was, like, if you listen and watch part one, like, there's a hint there, like, with Woodrew's assistant. I think I threw that in there when I was recording it, and, which gives the hint for, like, Ivy. The problem is trying to set up multiple villains and have, like, their origins and it be, like, a very cohesive thing where it makes sense and it's not, and it's like I don't want to rush it, and I don't want to mess it up to where it feels like how do I say this? I don't want it to feel like, I'm just cramming stuff in, because that's what was with the older Batman movies was, you cram too many villains in at once and stuff like that. I miss Christian Bale. Not a big fan of Ben Affleck. Agreed there. I will say the only Batman that probably rivals Bale for me is which was very. I was surprised, man. I was so surprised that he was such a good Batman, which was Twilight Boy himself. I am not a Twilight person, and I know probably your significant other is listening or watching this, and she's probably a fan herself. It's not because I'm a guy. I just don't like him. I'm just not a fan of those movies. The latest Batman I didn't get into. Hey, that's all good. I'll say, I think the thing is, a lot of people didn't gel with it because of, like, the very slow nature of it, but I think she doesn't like Twilight either. Okay. never mind. Forget what I said. Forget what I said. The reason I say that is because some women do, and then there's some that don't, some that do, so, yeah. The thing with me is, the reason why I liked it is that it was more of like, the thing with me is it felt more like a it had more of like a Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows approach, if you know what I mean. Like, it felt more like, not like a psychological or something like that. It's more like a detective thing. It plays on his intelligence. It's not like Dark Knight or Begins or stuff where it's like it's little actiony and stuff, and he already knows everything or stuff like that. It's more like he's already young, he's already inexperienced, and he's kind of like very he's kind of more slower and more smarter. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I think that's why I like it, because I like that it does one thing that I think the other Batman movies never really did, which is more like focus on more of an intelligence game, and stuff like that. So the only thing that pissed me off was like the tease for the Joker. I was like, like, I was like, oh no, here we go again. It was like, please don't. Don't. We already had him so many times before. We don't need another one. I personally, the actor they chose. I personally, for this universe, what I would have done is use Willem Dafoe as the Joker, and kind of pull and kind of make it basically the old school Joker, like almost like the three Jokers, the oldest Joker. Basically, it would be like that, where he's still psychotic, he's still like maniacal, he's still, but basically take it like how I would have done the Joker in the Matt Reeves universe is basically use Willem Dafoe, but also like give him the Jack Nicholson treatment instead of the fucking the Heath Ledger. No, I love Heath Ledger. But there was something about that smile, that the way they did the classic look with the Joker in those movies, where it was actually genuinely creepy and genuinely. There's something more creepier when it's like a frozen grin, like that's all you see. Didn't really like Val Kilmer or George Clooney as Batman. Yes, totally agree. Kilmer, here's the thing with him. I think Val Kilmer made a good Bruce Wayne. He just didn't have the thing of Batman. He can play a good Playboy. There's no question that he didn't play Bruce Wayne bad. His Bruce Wayne was okay. It wasn't terrible. I film a couple times, even recently. It's just for him it was more and really, in the defense of George Clooney, he really didn't at all. His Batman was his Bruce Wayne, he didn't even get the chance to even be either. They kind of just threw him in and was kind of like, all right, time to be Batman. I'm just like, okay, what the fuck am I doing here? It's like, that's kind of like what happened with him, at least. Keaton, actually, I think Keaton, you wouldn't really even expect him to be Batman or Bruce. Like, him, it's kind of like you wouldn't expect, things. I wouldn't mind seeing Ryan Reynolds as the Riddler. I don't know. I think he works best as Deadpool. I think with Riddler, I'm happy with what we got, personally, because we got, the only thing is I want, if they redo another Riddler, like if they bring Paul Dano back, I want him to be more like confident, more like sure of himself. Like, he's already been exposed as Edward Nygma. I think what would be an interesting change to his story would be him doing a 0-year thing where he's more confident, where he still like wears a mask, but you can see his face now. Like, he's more showboaty and more stuff like that. Personally, if anyone would have been a great Riddler, it would have been Robin fucking Williams. was still alive, by God, would have made the best Riddler. Yeah, Jim Carrey played it good, but he wasn't really the original choice for me. I don't even think he was the original choice, period. Robin Williams was one of the main considered, and I think even by Tim Burton, like, when he was, like, still in, the Batman Continues phase of development, Robin Williams was, like, in talks to be, the Riddler, and I personally would have loved to see his take. And I think that's why I loved Fanscription's, like, voice-acted version, like, whatever, for the Riddler. I think their version of the Riddler was very amazing, and I give props for, like, his, like, voice acting skill for, like, doing the voice of, you know, would have played the Riddler. Yes, he would have been a great Riddler. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I don't really know. I know I'll probably eat in here in a minute and stuff, but it's not really too late for me. It's like, just turned 9, and stuff like that, so, like, for me, so it's not really too late. I do know, oh, I do know that I am definitely going to be playing Separate Ways when it comes out. Because during the State of Play, they did reveal, for Resident Evil 4, the remake, there's gonna be VR stuff, which we already knew about, but they gave us a small teaser for that. And during the 21st, I believe, so I'm gonna probably pre-order that tomorrow. Hopefully, I can pre-order it. I'm gonna try to get Separate Ways. I don't know if it's free or if it's something I gotta get. I don't know if it's like it costs or nothing. I don't know. I'll have to check here in a bit later on. I don't know how much of a Resident Evil fan you are, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting that. Alan Wake's another one. And Marvel Spider-Man 2 is definitely going to be something I would get. I need to run to Walgreens, and we'll be back about like 30 to 40 minutes. That's why I was asking. You're all good, you know, like, family stuff comes first. But you're all good, man, trust me. My thing is, you know, family always comes first. You know, it doesn't matter if the small or big or whatever. I love Resident Evil. Yeah! My man! Yeah, I'm gonna probably try to stream Separate Ways when it comes out. Like, that's gonna be like a big thing for the end of September. I have to find the time and, like, the money to try to pre-order. I know I need to pre-order Alan Wake. That's one thing I need to pre-order probably tomorrow. Alan Wake 2, because it's going to be digital only, and I'm not happy about that. I know, but my wife likes watching your stream. That's cool. So do I. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys do. To be honest, besides me doing, gaming stuff, I've tried to do art streams, but the problem is, because I have to do them from my phone, they drain my battery very fast, so that's why I don't do many art streams the way I should. And why I don't do too many regular videos is also just because of space problems, and they take a lot longer to edit and stuff, and I'm not a big what's it called? I try to do walkthroughs. I did upload that the part 1 to the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order walkthrough, and it didn't do too well, but I was kind of like, it was still fun to do. But I like streaming better because of the live interaction and try to upload regular stuff at some point. I just need to record and figure out certain things. But I am a big superhero fan. I'll be heading out, but when I get back, we'll be here. All right. I'll try to be on for a while, anyways. So take care of yourself and make sure drive safe and all that jazz. All right. Woo!
They were talking about new farm shipments. I need to figure out what they found so I know where they're gonna hit next. They were tracking new farm shipments. But why?
There's Roxxon.
Roxxon security. They can take it from here. Gotta look into this later.
Whee! If the music wasn't copyrighted, I would probably turn it up so you guys can hear the music of this game.
I gotta get home.
Amazing soundtrack.
Pretty good right about now. I'll look into that group and the new farm shipments tomorrow.
Plus, I love how they did the Christmas stuff in this game. It's amazing. Wait a minute. Crime in my city? Dare you commit crime?
Hard to think of something more evil than robbing a beach truck. That's one. Spiderman, now! I'm here. Stay put.
How dare you try to rob homeless kids? Is that so? Alright. Spidey.
Even Spider-Man can't.
And knockout. Let's go.
Let us in, and no one gets hurt.
No way in hell I'm letting you in.
Goodbye. Let's go. No sir. No sorry, Bob.
I'm coming.
Stick. Guess they're in a sticky situation. Ah, lucky hit. Whoa. Dodge.
Open the door, and we'll let you walk.
No sorry, Bob. Oh, come on. Nope.
Spider-Man. I'm coming.
Try again.
Open the door, and we'll let you.
Nah, sorry, they don't got to.
Peel that mask off.
Let's try.
Keep your guard up. Don't know how that new Spider-Man acts.
That's all of them. You can come out.
Thanks, Spider-Man. You should go. The police will have you here answering questions all night.
We're the PDNY, not a Spider-Man cleanup crew.
Yeah. Woo! Oh man, it's good. If I can think of
It's too cold to
games,
change.
this game and number one, Spider-Man 1. When Spider-Man 2 comes out, I am definitely streaming it. I played the other two to death. Might as well. Oh. I'm gonna go snack on something here in a minute.
I'm good.
Can't decide whether he looks better with the dreads they gave him in the sequel or the hair he has in this game. And
Spider suit ideas. Gotta make sure Mom doesn't see this.
huh.
Pete took me to see this. He totally cried at the end. And so did
Peter.
I. Man, Stevie is as old as Abuela.
I remember those TVs. Those things are very much old.
This move really hasn't sunk in yet. Still feels like Abuela's apartment, not ours. Middle school graduation. Haven't seen these two in a while. Let's see what Genki's working on. Oh, Speed Nonagon. Dude needs to finish so I can play it.
Hey, at least he's making his own video game. It's hard to do
Still gotta
programming
box up
wise.
the last of Abuela's stuff and ship it to her in Puerto Rico.
What was that?
All good. Little spill. Get it cleaned up real quick. All good.
It's alright, man.
Ay, bendito. Mi hijo. Qué guapo.
Gracias, mami.
I invited a guest tonight. Can you get the apartment ready? Oh, maybe put on some music, set the mood? Ah, Naja.
Really? Your campaign manager on Christmas Eve?
Well, tomorrow's rally isn't going to plan itself. Thanks for getting the apartment ready, mijo. Hello?
15 years in Brooklyn without a stain. Then we moved to Harlem. Might be a sign.
Mm.
Yo pensé que ya habíamos
Well,
terminado esa comida.
right back. I'm gonna still be streaming. I just want to go and grab me something to snack on for just a second. So I'm gonna be muted, but I'm still gonna be here somewhat. So if you're still watching, just thought I'd give you a heads up. Oh, because I am starving.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Just wanted to snack on something real quick. Oh boy. I was hungry. Okay. Oh right, I forgot. I need to turn on subtitles, just in case, for anyone who's not multilingual.
Is the mystery guest Uncle Aaron?
Un segundo. You know I don't want him coming around here.
I just thought... Never mind.
Let's talk about it later, okay? Nadia, I'm back.
What did you want me to do again?
Put on some music, maybe light the tree. Thank you. Ajá, aquí estoy.
I shouldn't keep bugging Mom.
Oye, espera hasta que llegue la hora de la cena, por favor.
Yes, ma'am.
Dang it. Dang it!
Glad Dad's tree survived the move.
Me too. He loves that little guy.
Ain't no Christmas like a Brooklyn Christmas. I miss hearing him say that. I'm gonna make you proud, Dad.
R.I.P. Jefferson.
No records. Hey, Mom, where's Dad's vinyl?
Should be in my room.
Thanks.
I already know where it is. I just wanted the interaction.
It looks okay, right? Yep, still works. Mom's city council run came together fast. People in Harlem really love her.
Yep.
Lava, priceless, heirloom. I didn't say it before. Thanks for inviting me to stay over break.
Anytime, man. Your parents liking a white?
Before you got home, they called me from the top of Haleakala, so I'd say they're doing okay. I didn't want to miss Christmas
Better
in
be.
New York.
You can't. It's the best time of the year.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's also very cold.
How's B not a gun coming?
I had a breakthrough about how to display the UI in a tiny window without overcrowding it. I think I could use it in other apps.
That's so dope.
Did I hear your mom say this used to be your grandma's apartment?
Yeah, till she retired to Puerto Rico. Mom thought our place in Brooklyn felt empty with just the two of us, so here we are.
Well, I'm glad you moved. Way closer to my place.
Huh. Yeah, that's the truth.
Anybody online talking about the rhino fight?
And especially Roxxon Chills harping on the power outage. They say this is why we gotta upgrade the power grid with new form. Oof, barf.
Yeah. The worst part is the toxic shills that wanna... They just don't have anything better to do. Even in a
those
comics
people
universe.
At the plaza, did you find out what they're after?
They were really interested in your form. I'm gonna look into it tomorrow.
Oh.
Man, it feels so good knowing we don't have school tomorrow.
Yeah. Instead, we got a whole city to take care of while Spider-Man's away.
I'd take that over physics class.
Me too. Fuck physics. I hate physics. That's the one class I hated. I could take art, I could take music, I could take science. Fuck physics. It's either physics, history, or math. Not to say I wasn't good at it, just wasn't a fan.
Stains, bleach, gloves, adult supervision.
Lovely.
Glad Genki's staying a couple of weeks. Gonna be a lot of late nights working on spider gear.
Excuse me. Man in the chair. Alright. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I fix the freaking chair. God dang it. The gear's messed up again. God. Sometimes I have to... Oh, come on. There we go. Come on. Fix the the gear. Ah, dang it. There we go. That's better. Crap. What was that? Probably one of the cards falling. I have too many Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Guess Mom's not done unpacking either. The wallpaper just screams Abuela.
Huh. Yeah, older people really like some of that type of old style stuff. My grandmother was the same way. And so was my great grandmother and everyone else in between. There it is. Put that back up there. Sorry, I had to move one of my cards back. It fell. As usual. Nothing can stay in one place. Alright.
Mom ordered like 100 of these because the article mentioned Dad. Who is the Spider-Man? If only you knew, Ma.
Yeah. Well, if only you knew which one. I do like that, from what I've seen of the gameplay of the...
Huh. Must have gotten mixed up in the move. One of Dad's old case files. Who's the Prowler? Wonder if Dad ever caught the guy.
No.
Haven't looked through these since before City Hall. Dad's favorite album. He put this on every Sunday while he made coffee. Oh, salsa from Abuela. Mom and Dad would move when this came on. I think this was Uncle Aaron's. Dad never played it, but he also never got rid of it.
I think I'll play something from Uncle Aaron. I will say, for the next game, from what I've seen, Mysterio's up pretty much confirmed, which, by golly, finally we'll get him in the games, and I'll get to draw him. You have
Bleached borax, borax with bleach, borax bleach. Hey man, you guys have any regular bleach?
You sure bleach is a good idea?
Yeah, for sure. Why?
No reason.
the fact that it stains and takes the color out of everything is pretty good reason. Why not just use a dry vac?
What's the pick, DJ?
The greatest record ever? It was Uncle Aaron's.
Oh, well, it's a great record. That doorbell's been broken for years. Miles, could you get that?
Of course.
How are your parents, Yankee? Talk to them in a while.
Finn?
Hey, fixed your doorbell.
It's so good to see you. How are you? It's been like...
months. A lot's changed.
Yeah.
Wonder how Lynn's doing.
Is that our guest of honor? Come on in, you two. Dinner's almost ready. Finn, I'm so glad you could make it.
Thanks for inviting me, Miss Morales.
We missed you. Well, this one especially.
Hi.
Finn, this is Genki, my friend from Brooklyn Visions Academy. Genki, this is Finn, my best friend. My other best friend.
Oh yeah, you guys won the middle school science fair at County, right? You made a,
Energy converter? Jinx!
Oh no.
Why wiring in this building is such a mess.
I'll check the circuit breaker.
Ah, crud.
So, Christmas by candlelight?
I'm gonna check
promise
my
I didn't
phone
break it
real
when I
quick
fixed your
on
doorbell.
the,
I hadn't considered that.
percent.
It would be kind of impressive if you managed to knock out power to the whole building.
Impressive in the worst way.
Maybe impressive's the wrong word. Memorable?
There you go.
It's
We
hot
need
real
to do
quick.
something about it.
Give me a second.
I have hot links somewhere. Like the batteries.
Chair. There we go.
How long is that food gonna hold out with no heat?
Hard to charge my phone.
Not that long.
The
Miles,
cord
did you
gets
check the
very
breaker?
hot on the
I'm on it.
cord.
I could start a
Which is a mild
We
annoyance.
could make s'mores.
Hey, what can you do?
I'm sorry about this, Finn. First time you're seeing our new place, and it's not making a great impression. It's a beautiful apartment, even in the dark.
It's one of my charms.
Miles and I haven't seen each other in a while. I guess he's been busy. So have I.
See, that's what I love about the holidays. Brings people together.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Nah, I got it. No good. Breaker doesn't have power.
Fudge. Well,
Definitely can't get to the transformer from here. Unless you're super sticky. People on the roof. Can't go up there.
Yeah, got the whole block.
Really hope no one can see me up here. Don't look out the window. Don't look out the window.
Think Miles is having any luck outside? I hope so. Hot plates are only going to get us so far in salvaging this dinner.
Bioelectricity can take down Rhino. But can it save Christmas dinner? Come on. It worked. Oh man, those lights are bright. Did not think this through. Gotta get back inside ASAP. Keep him distracted, Genki. Nothing to see here, nothing to see. Come on, Genki.
Is Miles still outside?
Actually, what about a photo?
Right now?
Yeah, you know, precious moments. Gotta capture them.
Shouldn't we wait for Miles?
No, he hates photos. All right, everyone squeeze in. Ready? Great photo, great photo. Oh, hey, Miles.
Who's ready to eat? You guys sit down. I got this.
Smells good.
ta-da. If it wasn't for copyright, I probably would be allowing the music to play. One feature I hope they can add is like for like the copyrighted music, they play something else that kind of, but with Guardians, you still had the problem where it's still things. Wouldn't call it really a streamer mode, but
Finn, tell
close
us
to it
everything
at
you've been
least.
up to. You still in robotics club?
I had to quit, but I've been studying biotech on my own.
Nerd.
Says the guy who has to wear an ascot to school.
Hey, only on Tuesdays.
Does your brother Rick still work for Roxxon?
I don't know how anyone could work there after seeing your last campaign ad. You went for Simon Krieger's jugular.
That reminds me. Genki, you have a certain flair for social media. Could you spread the word about tomorrow's rally?
Yeah, we'll be trending by midnight.
Sometimes it feels like Simon Krieger's my real opponent. Roxxon has so much influence here, but they don't answer to anyone except their shareholders. Harlem needs someone to fight for the community.
That's Mom's campaign speech voice, in case you couldn't tell.
You want to proofread these before I post them?
Yes! Do not hit send!
So, what's going on with you?
What do you mean?
You seem... I don't know. Distracted. You want to talk about it?
Not tonight. It's Christmas. Hey, how are you handling the move from Brooklyn?
I mean, it's fine.
You hate it.
No.
That's your I hate it, but I'm too nice to say it voice.
No. It's... I don't know anybody here. I'm always having to ask for directions.
You need to find a good restaurant. A barber shop, somewhere you can shoot hoops. You'll settle in.
What if we hang out tomorrow? Just the two of us.
You're not too busy?
It's winter break. I can put off homework for at least another week.
Okay. I'll text you.
It's a date. I mean, not a date. You know, a friend date.
Still as smooth as the last time I saw you.
Miles,
What?
you awake?
No.
No.
So I stayed up last night and designed an app for your new suit. Thing's got a crazy custom OS, nothing I've ever seen before. But I ran it through a disassembler so I could reverse engineer the plugin architecture and... You just fell asleep again, didn't you? Miles!
I'm up. I'm up.
It's almost done compiling. Oh, thank you. Ready to try out my app?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
I'm connected to your analytics. Let's test drive this baby.
All right.
Alright, let's go.
I can see everything you see. How are you not puking all the time? Lots of practice.
Okay. I want to check something real quick, just in case. Just because, I want to make sure of something before because YouTube likes to hide stuff sometimes. No comments held for review. None that I know of, at least. Nope, nothing else. Alright. Sorry, I'm checking the, YouTube for a second. Just to make sure I don't miss anything. So if I'm a little distracted, that's why. Oh.
Welcome to Friendly Neighborhood 1.0. It lets New Yorkers directly request your help and report crimes in progress.
Nice UI.
Thanks. Look, someone just made a request. Request came from a guy named Aaron Davis.
Wait, what? That's my uncle.
Does he know you're Spider-Man?
No. Gotta be a coincidence. I'm headed to the subway stop. Gotta see what's going on with the subways in Harlem.
Hold on just a second. Want to make sure of something real quick. Go. Hold on. There we go.
What is going on?
Hey there. You needed some help? I'm Spider-Man, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Aaron Davis. I think somebody's messing with the sensors. I'm getting bad data from the main relay up top of Grand Central.
On my way.
Wait! Wait!
Yeah?
Where's the other Spider-Man?
Oh, he's on vacation. But don't worry, I got this. Whew, he definitely didn't recognize me. Oh, he's
Bull
called through
crap.
the app. This is Spider-Man.
Hey, forgot to mention. There was a break-in last night right next door at Roxanne Plaza. A group called the Underground. Caught them hanging around my stop this morning.
The Underground. You know anything else about them?
They think of themselves as a young mafia. Been around a while. Now they've got a new boss.
Tinkerer. Thanks for the tip. So, you call Spider-Man often? Like, for help?
Didn't really have a way to get in touch to this aftermath. But I saw you on the news last night taking down Ronnie. Figured you were the right person to call.
Cool. Have you, been working at the subway long?
Nah, took the job last year after my brother. Well, anyway, I was trying to make some changes. Decided this job was a good place to start. The train's going down on my watch doesn't exactly pay me.
Well, when we fix them, you can tell your boss you showed initiative by using the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app.
I'll do that. Good luck with the sensors.
Woo! Ah, crap. I swung right into a freaking wall. Dang it. Ah. The heck? Stupid controls. Hold on. Woohoo! Alrighty. Come on. Dang it! Controls! I'm trying to get in there. Hold on. It's hard to be stylish sometimes. What the? Hold on. Come on, go back. What the heck?
Sometimes it'll appear and then sometimes it won't. Hold on. I don't even care about the mission. I just want to freaking... Sometimes it'll appear. Hold on, let me go all the way back. Let's see if it changes. It shows it right sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't. See, it right there, that's what I was aiming for, and it... BPO. There we go. It's so I gotta slow down, and then, I see.
Here's the sensors.
Ow. My eye.
There are way too many wires on this one.
Ow.
It's gotta be messing with the signal. Where do these cables go?
Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Hello. Hi there.
Hey, yourself! Signal relays are being jammed by something. This is crazy tech. Hate to do this, but...
Sensors are back online. What did you do?
Took care of the guy messing with it. And it looks like they left some of their toys behind. Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back. Whoa. Bet I could use this to make those hollow drones Pete designed. This tech has a pretty unique RF. Wonder if I can track it. Huh. It looks like there's a bunch more of these around the city.
Crap.
Perfect time to try out those new hollow drones.
Look out! You can't stop us, Spidey! You got Hamilton! Look out! Knock him down!
Hey, underground! We gotta stop running into each other!
Can't stand here forever!
Can't let people like that!
You can't beat all of them! Get out of our way! I'm ending this!
Mary's always so sweet. I'm glad she liked the video. It's always nice of her. Hi. And you're gone.
Okay. Hope the trains are running again.
Okay.
Should check in with Uncle Aaron.
Yeah,
Hey, Mr. Davis. How are things looking now?
I've got a signal, but the train's on the tracks. It must have gone down at the yard.
It was the underground messing with your sensors. I'm thinking, does Roxxon ever use the subway to ship new form?
Roxxon? The subway system was designed to carry people, not freight. This line got some updates when Roxxon Plaza runs.
So they could be using it under the table. I'll follow up on it. So, you mentioned your brother. You got other family?
Haven't seen them in a while. I had to make some changes, like taking his job. I miss him, especially my nephew. We used to mix beats together.
Well, maybe now you can see him again. Them, your family.
Hope so, kid.
Yeah. I should go. Fight underground. Bye. Underground's wrecking everything. Maybe I can stop them quietly. Gotta split those guys up.
People told us to get in and out quick. What was that noise?
Hello. Goodbye. Bong. That had to hurt. And you're done.
Don't look at me, don't look at me. Good time to try out Pete's visor tech. Nice. Now I can track them.
Spider-Man's taking us out!
One down.
Run! Hide away, hide away. Don't have invisible, but I'm gonna hide away.
Have you seen our weapons? You can't win this.
I've got a theory. You're trying to intercept new form. Am I close?
Heading over now. We're gonna wreck you, Spider-Man! Huh? What? What was that? Aye, aye, Captain. God, has to be Spider-Man.
Oh well.
So not cool!
Let's go.
Pay for that!
Was it?
That's all of them. Now to get the trains back on the tracks. Controls are probably in the office. Tinkerer. Unc said that's their leader. Oh, man. You read the controls. Then I have to get the trains back on the tracks by hand. Or web. I can use that turntable. Spin the turntable, pull trains with webs. Should work. That works. Almost there.
That's one.
Now for the others. Underground looks up Newform shipments, then kills the subways. They're trying to stop Newform from reaching the city, or what? That's right. Okay, one more.
It's up there. And
It worked. We've got trains on the tracks. Now they need power. They busted the controls here too. But not the generator.
ha ha.
Okay, I can use that to power the trains. Probably. My webs are conductive. Come on, trust the New York subway.
Let's go.
Hey, Mr. Davis. Did anything change on your end?
Panels just lit up like Christmas. Good job, kid.
Glad to help. If anything else comes up, just post a note in the app.
Wait a second. I got a little something here. It's not much.
For me?
It's the least I can do for the guy who just saved my job.
Cool, cool. I'll head back now.
Hey, Miles. Just landed in Europe. How's day one of solo Spider-Manning?
Pretty good. I stumbled on a conspiracy in our neighborhood.
Classic. You have a plan?
Sort of making it up as I go.
The mark of the true Spider-Man. Well, if you need me, I'm a phone call away. And a cross-Atlantic flight, but it's fine.
Sure, man. Oh, and thanks for the gift. It is awesome.
You earned it. Oh, MJ needs me. Gotta go. Bye. Dude, fixing the subways made the app blow up. You have so many requests. Like, oh, this one's from Teos. That guy rules.
Oh, I should definitely check that out, now that the whole city's counting on me.
We're like the #1 app in NYC right now. Check it out as soon as you're done with your uncle. He still doesn't know you're you, right?
Had a couple near misses, but I kept my cover. I'll check the app as soon as I'm done here. Later. Gotta hit Finn back when I finish helping Unc. Oh, hey, Mr. Davis. I'm almost there.
You gotta hurry, Spider-Man. Underground's here. Putting bombs on the tracks.
Bombs? For real?
Guess they didn't like you fixing things.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Hang tight, and don't go outside.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Stop this quick.
We don't need you here, Spider-Man. Show you what we can do. I'm gonna hurt you way worse than that. I am ready to assist you.
They're gonna blow the whole line.
Not if I can help it. Hope webs work. Okay, bombs are down. Now for these guys.
Goodbye.
There's more on the upper tracks.
Alright, I'll get them.
Across the intersection, another one.
On it.
They bombs.
So last night you learned new forms getting shipped by train. Then today you attack the trains. Why? To stop new forms? Steal it?
Come on.
Did it, kid. Trains are back, underground's done. You do good work.
Alrighty.
Next train is arriving in 5 minutes. Please stand clear of the approaching train.
Harlem Express. Heck yeah.
You okay, Mr. Davis?
Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, hey, here you go. 1 year unlimited subway pass.
Thanks.
Did I get the name right?
How did you... okay, gotta go.
Hold up, Miles. I kinda suspected when I saw the news yesterday. Watching your moves on those escape cons, juking guys left and right. Could've sworn I was back at the park playing pickup with you and your dad. You were quick then. A lot quicker now. Don't worry. I won't tell your mom.
Promise?
Promise. Look at you. If your dad could see you now.
He'd probably freak out.
He'd definitely freak out. So you taking over for the other Spider-Man?
Nah. Like I said, he's just on vacation.
Right. And he left you in charge.
Yeah.
A lot of responsibility for a kid your age.
I can
Most
handle it.
definitely.
Hope so. But listen, you get in over your head, you give me a call. I'm here for you. Got it?
Got it. Thanks, Unc.
All right.
Genki said the app's blowing up. City definitely needs a Spider-Man. Should patrol for a while. Looks like Taylor's bodega was robbed. Hope I can help.
Spider-Man, where you at? Come on now, Spider-Man. Spider-Man!
Hey, I'm right here.
What? Not you. My cat. Named after the real Spider-Man. Bunch of jerks broke in here and robbed my place. Think they took Spider-Man too.
That's awful. You see where they went?
Overheard them say they're hitting the power substation. Couple blocks over.
I'll find them. And your cat.
Sure, kid. Guess it can't hurt.
Should probably call Genki when I get there. Why would these dudes go to a power station?
I don't know. Let's see.
Here's my way in.
Whoop.
Genki, I need help. Some dudes robbed Taylor's bodega, then headed to the closest power station.
Weird. You've got my full attention. Watching through your live stream.
Mm.
They're shooting Transformers? Okay. They look so peaceful and not dead.
Get the job done. Orders, macho man. You sure it'll knock out the whole block? Hey, we knocked out more than one. Take the cops one thing at a time. Never been part of this. You've been working small time. This kind of work's got a long-term opportunity.
Ooh. That would definitely be internal. Ew.
I got ambitions.
Ooh, stomach.
Best thing about the holidays, more stuff to steal.
Pricks.
Hate just waiting around.
Just gotta watch out for spiders, man.
This station's output is down to 64%. Maybe you can find a backup.
Good thinking on the backup systems. You're good at this hero stuff.
Nah, I'm just a spectator.
Just need to find Tails' cat.
Kitty!
Spider-Man! Wait! Wait!
Kitty!
Spider-Man went down that elevator shaft. Nice! I'm coming for you, Spider-Man. Hang tight. Spider-Man, wait!
Kitty!
I think I know what these dudes want. There's a bank on this block. No power means no security.
So if we fix the power, we're preventing a bank heist?
Stopping crime before it begins. In a world where only two men can see the future, only they can stop it.
All right, gotta focus.
Ooh.
Another win for Spider-Man.
Why does the boss want to set up here of all places? Look outside. Harlem's a mess right now. Boss knows an opportunity when he sees one.
Damn.
How'd you get picked for this job? I've worked for this guy before. You? Friend of a friend. Thought it was a dream come true when he picked me. He's the kind that gets things done. Ah, that's for sure. Remind me to tell you about the job I pulled for him over in Brooklyn. Way back when he was first starting out. You'll love it. Watch that. There's enough power in this place to fry you like an oyster. You ain't careful.
Like an oyster? Who fries oysters?
This easy?
What? People. Hey, what was that? Anyone else hear something?
Another one bites the dust.
Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust.
I heard something. Never mind.
Shush.
Eso me gustó.
Someone there? Getting cocooned!
Sounds like someone's paying them. Any idea who? What?
So, output's at 0.
I got that.
Pulling up emergency lights. Okay. You can restore power if you charge the other backups.
On it. Man, how many people does it take to bust a power station?
Bring up the emergency lights? I thought you did. Nah. Could be one of the stations.
Here, take 5.
Power's already out. Why we gotta keep cutting? To make sure it's done. You want a half-assed job for this guy? No. Good point.
What's up? Who's your boss? Anybody I know? Seriously, who planned the bank robbery? I need to find the backup systems. Okay, then push ahead. Find the main generator. Hope I can fix it. These guys keep talking about their boss. Any idea who it is?
Dude, a lot of people want to rob banks.
It was worth a try. There's the main breaker. Gotta clear out these guys. Then I can figure out how to fix it.
God bless New York. Stay sharp. I heard something. Oh, crap. I found a body. Man, really gotta take a leak. Spider-Man's around here somewhere. Hey, watch my back, will you? I heard something. Quit messing around, webhead!
Night.
Come help me out with this. Hey, what was that? Come on, he's around!
this. Going in loud.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, nice try.
Get Peter Pan down here! I got you now, kid!
Yeah, that's what they all say. Shocking, isn't it? That you're wrong.
Check the breaker.
Alright.
No good. Board's not powered.
Figures.
Need a generator.
Do 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 do. Da da da.
Generator's on. I don't think it's hooked up.
So,
Connection solid.
there you go.
Let there be.
Shit.
Kitty, it's okay.
Spider-Man?
Huh?
Hey,
You can't have him!
why did you? That's not.
It's rude to interrupt the bonding process! Gonna take you down!
Not how you handle a kitty by grabbing it by the head and shoving it in a bag. How dare you? Peter's calling you now.
Tell me who planned the bank robbery. Give me the cat, and I'll let you go. Deal?
No deal! Don't let him leave here! Round here! Kids airborne! Let's see how you fight, kid!
That one felt good. Seriously, guys?
And there.
Give up your boss. I'll figure it out eventually.
Grab his ass! It's a bad day to mess with us!
What do you mean your boss is worse? I'm mopping the floor with you.
He's gonna throw it! You're in for some pain!
You were saying?
Quit it with that stuff! Push someone your own size, or bigger! You're mine!
You were saying? Oh, come on. That's better.
Now for the breaker.
And the cat. Oh, good kitty. Good kitty. Yes.
Hey, man. Power restored, bank heist stopped, Spider-Man the cat saved.
All in a day's great work. I'm posting in the FNSM app about these guys and their boss. Maybe we can get leads on who we're dealing with. Call you soon.
Hey, Teo. Got a surprise for you.
Oh, yeah? What's that? Spider-Man! Oh! Did you have an adventure? Oh, you almost gave Daddy a heart attack. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Good work, Spider-Man. Thanks.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes. Kitty.
Hey, man. Any leads on who our cat thieves were working for?
I'm chasing down a couple of problems that might be connected. Robberies on Harlem's commercial strip, and something going down at Feast North. I'll post in the app when I know more.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
Miles, we still meeting today? Never got a text back.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Here.
Been wrapped up in my own stuff. But I'm free now. Where?
Sweet.
Hello, Nathaniel.
78? By the Science Center? Why there?
You'll see. Don't be late.
78th and West End. Guess I'll find out what she means. Better hustle over.
Hopefully you're having a good day.
Hola, mijo. I wanted to tell you, my favorite food truck will be at the rally tonight. Look out for a logo with a giant gyro.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. Oh, Mom, I wanted to ask. Since you know everything that's going on in Harlem, have you heard of the Underground?
Yes. They've been vandalizing Roxanne property. And I think they've been recruiting kids around the neighborhood. Why?
That's good.
They didn't try to get you involved in their mess, did they?
No. Uncle Aaron told me about him. Yeah. I ran into him at the subway stop by our house. Did you know he's working there?
No. You know I don't want you around here.
But you and Dad never told me why I wasn't allowed to see him anymore. He used to come by our place all the time.
That's for Aaron to explain. Give me 1 second. Sorry, we're still setting up.
It's all good. Go save the world, Mom. One vote at a time.
Have I ever told you you're my favorite son?
I've got steep competition. Love you. Bye.
By the way, and don't mention it, but I'm glad you're doing well. And also, by the way, have you paid attention to the most recent news for Marvel Spider-Man 2? How dare you?
Hey, Molasses! Up here! Fire escape's shakier than it used to be. Careful on the way up.
How dare you? You should. Some of the, they've released a few more trailers, and some YouTubers got some hands-on gameplay, which revealed the lizard boss fight. Just some tidbits, but
So,
still great none the same.
this is why you wanted to meet here.
Almost bailed you took so long. Give me a hand, it's stuck.
Time capsule's seen better days.
You remember the combination?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, cool.
man, it's,
You kidding me? Y'all gotta start remembering this code. Not always gonna be around to tell you.
We'll remember, we'll remember.
Well, remember. Yeah, good. Now, what are you gonna put inside this bad boy?
Secret time capsule. Oh,
I know that, judging by the trailer that we got, I think it was, let's see, yesterday, we did get a reveal that hints at, Mysterio.
How do you get the wrench in the next? Um. Uh. Hold on just a second. Let me, there we go.
Miles and I know.
How do you get the
That's right.
wrench next
Keep it
to your
secret.
name on
Keep
the
it
string?
safe. All right.
That would be, me adding a mod. They have to be mods to have the wrench, so that would be me, because I added them, as a mod. Um, um, in the future. What else? I did manage to get, 2 videos up, or a few art videos up lately. I got some time lapse videos, which
Why? You gonna
um
take it if I don't?
Maybe. Waiting to see the offer.
they're kind
Okay.
of eh.
Competition, eh? Well, they're talking a good game. Want me to lead their clean energy group. You know me.
Clean power, save the world.
I love my nerdy fan club. Oh,
Yes.
speaking of the devil, Roxxon. Back in a sec.
You remember the code, right?
The Fibonacci sequence.
Nice. A reward.
I mean, our energy converter was pretty fire.
Truth. You think it's still on display at the Science Center?
Hope so. Wow. Look at us. Goober Central. Rick looking suave as ever, though.
Yeah.
Something going on with him? You guys fight or something?
No. No fight.
Finn,
It's fine.
why do we really lose touch?
There we go.
No, I'm late. I gotta go.
Hey, I feel like we both have stuff we're not sharing. Next time we hang, no secrets. Okay?
Yeah. Maybe. If you're on time. See you soon, short stuff.
You know I'm taller than you now, right?
Not in here.
Sounds like my sister. Ow, my hands.
Middle school graduation was bittersweet. Finn went to Midtown High, and I got into Brooklyn Visions. Said we stay in touch, but man, high school's like a whole new world.
Let me Hold on. Real quick. Sorry, just checking on some stuff. Judging by, the marketing, which I've paid attention to the sequel for, since it's first revealed at a showcase along with Wolverine. Ow! Ooh, that hurts. That very much hurts. Judging by some of the reveals, we got we got tons of stuff, which was pretty cool.
Man, it was so good to see Finn. I should find other time capsules we hid. But
To be honest,
a little later. I gotta get home from Mom's rally.
both these Spider-Man games are amazing. I played them when they originally came out. I think Marvel Spider-Man 1, I think trying to remember. I pretty much got gold on all extra stuff. I pretty much platinum and 100% that. Same for Miles, but since I haven't played it in so long, I don't claim to, I don't want to be the best at anything. I don't like that type of attitude because it's toxic and immature and
Phone, check. Subway
but
card, check. You got the house
doesn't change the fact that these games are awesome. There you go.
Come on, we're gonna be late.
Trying to think.
Hey, dude, I am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit?
Yeah, just in case.
It's gonna be fine.
Heard of that one before.
See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Here's our card with the full address. You can drop off any Japanese toys.
What do you think about Rio Morales? You gonna vote for
Still
her?
hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole life.
Similar skill sets, right? Rallying people, educating them, making sure they don't throw things at each other.
I wonder if I start my own live stream. It depends. First thing is, it took me a while to actually be able to go live or do live streams. If I'm being honest, here's the thing, you have to get past 50 or it's around 50 or 60 subscribers just to go live, and if your PlayStation and YouTube are synced, it will not let you stream games until you get past like the same thing. It'll try to it'll keep, giving you like a little thing, and
would not let me stream games until I got past the margin. Hell, it wouldn't even let me use my community post until I think around past 100 subs. So it really just depends. To be honest, I'm thankful for, all the support that I use. I have a lot of, great people, that watch the streams and, watch the stuff. But the thing is, when it comes to the live streaming, there are some caveats, for, you have to be, because of the way YouTube is, you kind of have to be at a certain thing to do it. I'm not saying you can't. It's still, so I need to sync my PS5 and have at least 50 or 109 subs. Kind of. Pretty much. It's around 50 or past 50. Probably around 60 is when it works for at least streaming wise. I wasn't able to stream even on my phone. So if it until it allows you to do that option, so if you kind of really have to get people's attention and really, try like heck to be entertaining, or at least try to differentiate yourself and really try to do stuff. And that's really hard. It's really difficult to that type of stuff, but hey, it's not always going to be easy. But you can't get mad if nobody watches or nobody pays attention or stuff like that. Trust me, there's a lot of times where, even with my channel, never mind, they left. Forget it.
You're welcome.
Trying to be helpful.
Sorry.
I should take ASL with you next semester. I've basically already mastered Espanol.
Ah, see? Desde cuando?
Hey, have you registered to vote?
I'm not old enough.
I thought you left. It said viewers in here. Being you. That's what I meant by... Because I thought you left. It said 0 viewers, so I figured, I checked it for a second. But then again, live streaming, that's the one problem. The viewer count is sometimes shit. I don't care how young you are, crap, shit, same thing, same difference. Like I said, I thought it was you that left. But I guess you're still here, so I guess I was wrong. Or maybe you're not. It says 0 still.
But I support your candidate. She's my mom.
Ah, you must be Miles. We haven't had a city council candidate, people.
Yeah, like I said, the streaming watching thing sometimes glitches and it's very finicky. That's the one downside with streaming. And it's very hard to really it's really hard to it's very glitchy and it's very finicky and it's sometimes extremely dumb. Ow. I will say, with Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming out, I know I'll be streaming that, but I'll probably also, because Resident Evil Separate Ways is going to be coming out near the end of September, so I'm going to be streaming that. That is probably the first thing I'll be streaming. Around Halloween time, I know I'm going to be doing a stream for Alan Wake, which that'll be pretty cool. Let's see. And I know I'll stream Marvel Spider-Man 2 when it comes out. I'll just have to... I'm debating whether I should get it on disc or pre-order it digitally. Just depends. Gonna have to figure that out tomorrow. Before the end of October, because I haven't pre-ordered it yet. What else? Oh, my back. I will say, my advice to you is really, if you are serious with doing YouTube, and it's like something that you're gonna grind at for days or months on end and stuff like that, then, you know, go with it. But if you're kind of if you're kind of not gonna flirt, like you're kind of like not gonna, you're gonna, it's more just a hobby. It didn't work. What? You not hearing me? No, it says you're here now. It.
I was excited about in years. You must be proud.
I am. See you, dude.
The purple guy.
Oh. Your vote will make it.
Oh, with the squares, you're all good. I will say, my advice on the YouTube front is really, it's very hard, to differentiate yourself or get higher in viewers or just get to, basically it's hard to get, high in views. Because it's extremely difficult, and personally, you know, like, doing, like, depending on, like, some people really, like, they'll watch your full videos, depending on, like, if you really stand out, then sometimes they'll just watch your shorts, and it's really gotta grab their attention, and you gotta really put your it, and that's the most difficult thing, is that this stuff's draining. Like, it is, like, sometimes it feels like a job. It is very draining, it's very difficult, it's very, like, foot down on the gas and not stopping type difficult. It's like, unless you can stand out, unless you can be different, unless you can really push yourself, and figure out, like, what it is that you want to do or what you want to achieve, and figure out and say, this is what I want, and all that stuff, it's extremely hard. It's extremely difficult. It is, like, I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat and say, you know, being a YouTuber is so easy. No, it is very hard. And the algorithm sucks. Like, the algorithm sucks. It's hard, unless, like, you've been doing it for a very long time, it's hard to get into the game and stuff like that, because you actually have to really push yourself and be somewhat, you have to really be somewhat, like, entertaining, and you also have to be somewhat just different than other YouTubers or something, and find your own way. And you also have to distinguish criticism and critiques from hate. And if you don't have a temperament, and you're not patient, and you're not you're not willing to play the long game, then there's really not much I can tell you. Because, like, for me, it's taken me a very, very long while just to get where I am. And it's been through, like, luck, good, and just, having, like, a few connections, and also just, just hoping to God anything will make a notice. But, like, finding your own niche pin is extremely hard. Trying to be different, trying to be, whatever. Like, being a YouTuber, I'm not going to sugarcoat and say, oh, it's so easy. No, it's really not. Because the problem with doing YouTube is three separate things. One is viewership, two is the algorithm, and three, it's just the fact that you have to kind of, I wouldn't say you have to be like a personality, but you kind of have to be somewhat, almost a little different than you usually are. And sometimes with some people, and then sometimes it's just, you just have to be yourself. And it's hard to be yourself, because if you be yourself, it can be harder, because it feels like it's not easily noticeable. Especially with the algorithm itself.
Everyone in the city deserves a voice.
Like, the thing with me is, my biggest thing is, when it comes down to YouTube, and stuff like that, thank you for educating me. You're welcome. Like, I'm not trying to break your spirits. I'm not trying to tell you, like, it can't be done. Like, you can do it. Like, there's no, like, you're the anchor of your own, the captain of your own ship, is what I'm trying to say. The thing is that it's still going to be difficult. It's still going to be hard. And you're young. There's like, you're very young. You're younger than I am. And for me, I got into this very late in the game, very, late, and the thing is, if I was doing this earlier, I probably still wouldn't have gotten very high in subscribers or any of that. My thing is, you have to find a way, or a niche pin that differentiates yourself, or makes you different, or just makes you feel, or kind of be a different thing. Because we've all seen our very old school YouTubers fall from grace. Like, there's a lot of different ones, even especially in the Minecraft community. Lion Maker is one of many. Can't remember his name, but him, and you got a lot of different ones. Like Sky does Minecraft, and he's with those allegations and a lot of things going on. Like, I try to stay out of drama, but I know of what happened. And the thing is, like you don't let ego get to your head, and you don't think you're above everyone, and you don't go down this route of like. That's the thing with me is like I know there's some people that watch my content that are underage or not, that, but my thing is, I'm not one of those people that thinks like there's like I've seen what happens with those certain YouTubers that are just they become so high that and mighty, and then they get in they get make stupid decisions, and they do dumb shit. No, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They do dumb shit. They say dumb shit, and they get they and then these type of allegations come out, and and it's their own faults. And I'm not one of those types of people that would that's gonna fall into that niche pin, because I am very kind of a very straightforward person, and a very and also it's just a thing of like I've never been that type of person that lets ego get to my head. like that's the thing is I've seen what ego can get you, and it is not a very good thing. And if anything, I'm the type of person that's more doubtful of himself, and sometimes that can be a good or bad thing. But for me, if you want, if even if you're a YouTuber or you're just even in real life, if you keep yourself leveled, and you basically like you're somewhat like you can be prideful, and you kind of like I can do this, and be determined and hardworking and stuff. But if you keep yourself leveled where you're not two of one, but a little doubtful, and you're kind of like a little questionatory towards yourself, it's a very fine and hard balance to have. It's not just, especially whether in real life or in YouTube. Like YouTube, the thing is, like, it's very hard to be entertaining. It's very hard to have like something distinct that people want to see. It's very hard. Like I know a lot of YouTubers. Like there's a lot of ASMR YouTubers. They get a lot of attention, and they're very good. I know a lot of them are female, and they're good at what they do. They're really great, and I'm not really much of an ASMR artist. I don't, I'm an artist, but I'm not them. I don't have that type of beautiful, great voice, so I can't really fit into the category. But for me, is like, or just a YouTuber in general, like sometimes you have to like. If you can be a jack of all trades, but the problem is you'll probably be a master of none if you on one and figure that out. Because if you're doing 50 things at once and you don't know what you're doing, like that's probably been the biggest problem content's had, is that it really doesn't have a thing. Like I stream games, yeah. I draw, I paint, I do art on the channel, but sometimes I can be very mix and mash, very, the word I'm looking for, very chaotic. And the problem is, what my biggest problem and biggest hurdle has been just, having a consistent schedule, and basically saying, okay, this is when I'm going to upload, this is when I'm going to do this is when I'm going to do. The problem is forcing myself to stick to that schedule is difficult. It's not as, like, it's very chaotic, where it's like, because, like, making some videos does take time. You also have to learn sometimes for editing. And like if you're doing like a video, like you can always do it straight from the camera and all that stuff, but sometimes editing can help, and not just for like doing stuff on camera, but like editing for like video games, but like depending on phone space, depending on stuff like that, that's like a whole other niche pin that like I have to deal with and I have to worry about, and that's a pain in the butt. And so like I'm not trying to discourage you, and I'm not telling you like you shouldn't do it, but oh, I gotta go soon. All right, but I'm just saying like there's a things that
Honey, you're worrying too much. We've done all we could.
I feel like I'm missing something. There has to be a way to get the building reopened.
Gloria! Hey!
Hi, Miles. This is my girlfriend, Steph. She just started volunteering at Feast.
Good to meet you. I'm sure we'll run into each other at the shelter.
Speaking of...
No shifts for you till after winter break. If we're open by then.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Enjoy your mom's speech. I'll call you after break.
Sweet kid. You want to head down to the rally?
Sure. Listening to Rio will be a nice break for me.
Pastelillo! Well, I used to make these all the time.
Are you kids ordering?
No, thanks anyway.
We'll be in CJ Walker Park next Thursday. Stop by then.
See ya. Alright, see ya. Have a good one.
Nearly completed Roxxon Plaza, where city council candidates get a hot dog before we see Rio.
Oh, yeah, it sounds delicious.
Up air!
A beautiful night.
Didn't expect to see you here.
I'll clear out before your mom sees me. Who's this?
It's my friend Genki. He's helping me with my, spider project.
Uh-huh. You look out for my nephew. You hear?
I'll try, but he doesn't make it easy.
I'm standing right here.
Enjoy your mom's speech, kid.
Dude, you told him? I figured it out. I'll fill you in when you get home.
Reader needs to run more ads calling her out, if you ask me.
There you say? The heck you say?
Good luck, Miss Morales.
Thank you, Tim.
Look, Roxxon's really into the constant vigilance thing, huh?
For real.
Buenas noches, vecinos. Do you remember what we lost when Roxxon bulldozed this block?
Hey, you okay?
Let me remind you.
Yeah, it's just last time we did one of these, my dad.
Best hand-rolled ice cream in New York City. And Junipero's daycare.
It'll be okay, man. Your mom's got people looking out for her.
St. Teresa's Church. Whose choir built
Plus, how are your spiders?
Even now, Roxxon is transporting Newform, its experimental fuel, across the city. But they won't tell us the risks.
This message is from Roxxon. The man you answer to, Simon Krieger, is a killer. This plaza is a monument to everything he's done. I won't let it open. The underground will stop it.
We've got a situation here.
Everyone, stay calm!
Nowhere to run! Weapons up!
They need you. I'll help your mom. I got you.
Let's go! Knock him down! Cheap knockoff!
Heads up!
Get him down here! You can't stop us! He's moving too fast! Get down!
Here! Catch! I stopped you at the subway. I'll do it again.
Miles, we made it home. I'm just driving your mom to the hospital.
What? Is she okay?
She hurt her arm when she fell. Don't worry, we're taking care of her. What about you? What's the underground doing?
This attack doesn't make sense. I thought they wanted new form, but there isn't any here. Had to figure out the Tinkerer's next move.
Okay. I'm logging into your analytics. I'll help how I can.
Good idea. And Genki, thanks for helping my mom.
Anytime, man.
Gonna stop you and your ghosting gun.
Cut those flips off and keep fighting! Fighting us was a mistake, Spider!
What was that?
Miles! Gracias a Dios. Where are you?
I'm at home, but I can come to the hospital.
No, stay where it's safe.
But you're hurt. What if something happens to you while I'm not there?
Mijo, this isn't like City Hall. We're all okay. You stay where it's safe. Entiende? I'll be back soon. And I'll even let you sign my cast.
Okay, Maz. Nos vemos en casa.
Te quiero.
Hey man, welcome back.
Uncle Aaron, you okay?
I'm alright. I tried to reach you and your mom. Where are you now?
I'm headed to Braithwaite Bridge. There was an explosion.
Alright. But if Roxxon shows up, run. Got it? They'll look for some of the blame for all this, and it won't just be the Tinker.
Okay. I'll be careful.
Okay. Hopefully, you drove safe and all that. For I know if even if I had a significant other, I'd probably do whatever I could to make sure they were happy, as long as they weren't, toxic or stuff. Yeah, we good. That's good. Trust me, I know a thing about or two about the toxic side of things. I'm glad you and your significant other are actually, you're actually happy and stuff. I know every couple has somewhat problems. I'll say my parents, more specifically my mother, let's just say she wasn't the greatest to my dad. Well, my birth dad at least.
That explosion looks bad. I gotta hurry.
So, I'm glad you're happy. I know it's weird. I'm trying my best. I'm socially awkward sometimes, so it's harder for me to communicate things.
Whoa! Let's not shoot each other, all right?
let's just say my birth mom was a bit of a drinker and stuff, so she was verbally, physically, and emotionally abusive to my dad. And to me as well, at least when I was younger, but hey, I don't see either of them too much anymore. One, I haven't seen in the longest time. So for me, hey, trust me, when it comes down to certain things, I try not to harp on the bad stuff. I know that sounds weird, but
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else. Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
that. Also, if you are wondering, the music is turned down because of copyright, and there is a lot of like copyrighted music, and I don't really want to get sued. So.
What are you doing? He's destabilizing it. Get down!
Keep him busy.
Miles, I saw the explosion. You okay?
I'm fine. But did you see? The Tinkerer. Finn.
God.
I saw her today. If I just put everything together.
This is not your fault, man.
I was so happy to see her. I wasn't paying attention. I have to pay attention. Get out of here! The brake's coming down. I have to stop this. That wasn't our plan.
Oh, by the way, I never did ask. You said you're a writer. Anything particular that you write? I know it's none of my business, but just curious.
People are trapped over there.
My parents got along, but they still are good at. Yeah. My parents, my birth father is, even nowadays, is, when I do see him, which I don't see him too much, he's very cold. He's always been distant. He was very, let's just say he wasn't around too much. He overworks himself, and he's always working. And my mom she beat the hell out of both of us. And not only to add insult to injury, she cheated on him, and then multiple times. I think she cheated on him twice, and the first time she had she got pregnant and had a daughter. Poetry. Cool. And then the second time, it was with someone else while she was with that, and he already got with he didn't really cheat on him the second time. She cheated on the father of Johanna's, not Johanna's, but it's a dumb name. I was thinking about something else, and basically the father of the daughter that she had. Ignore that name because I was like, those just came out of nowhere. Sorry, I was reading something for a second on the screen, and it said manual, and I thought it said handle, whatever, dumb. But basically, she cheated and also she was very abusive and physically, emotionally, verbally. Dad couldn't stand it anymore. So he just, after the cheating part, he separated from her, but he never was really even good, even with me. He never laid a hand on me, but he was unattentive, and even when he remarried, but then he just kind of gave up. So then few circumstances happened, don't want to fully get into, and then adopted and better off for it. I will say, wherever my birth mother is now, I don't care, because any mom who decides to stick into her child doesn't deserve any sympathy from me, and that's what my mom did to me, among other things. So, but I'm glad even if your parents were, they got separated, at least they're still kind of like decent to one another.
Finish this so I can help those people. People off the bridge before it comes down. Fire! The bus! Everybody get out! Everybody up! Don't worry, I got you! No!
Thank you.
Man! Those people! They're trapped!
Come on.
I've got an idea. Gotta get it stable. Stick! Okay.
Come on.
No!
God dang it.
Stop this! Just a little closer! Just a little!
Be abusive to me, but I was literally laughing every time she tried. Yeah. The thing with me is I think, well, the difference is, you know, coming from the fact that she didn't stop even when, like, you know, they got separated and I stayed with her sometimes in the summers. I had to protect my sister from her drunken rages, and after a few black eyes and a few bruises to the face and some to the stomach, sometimes you kind of just question, why is it that somebody can be so cruel? But I kind of did what you did a little bit. After a certain point, you kind of just laugh at it. But sometimes you question whether the laughing is really gonna make it stop. Especially as a kid, at least for me.
I made it explode. Everyone's safe. After the explosion, the bridge started
You've got eyes on the other Spider-Man. Please advise.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
Copy.
No! No, I'm not your enemy.
What are you doing? He saved us!
Hey, leave him alone!
I'm recording this. We're
You
watching.
put that phone away now.
I said put that
Yeah.
phone away now!
Hey, get your hands off me!
Leave now! This is your last warning.
I saved him!
I think for me personally, hold on, let me try to read what it vanishes for a minute. It's hard when she was a football tall. Yeah. I don't believe in being mentally or physically.
They were gonna shoot me. They didn't even listen.
I don't believe in being mentally.
Okay?
It's like getting. I don't believe.
No.
You'd be surprised. To be honest, mentally being abused, it's more like, how do I say this? Let me pause this real quick. Mentally, it's like basically, it's hard to describe because you would have to do a little bit more research into it. But like, for me personally, this was like, she would basically, what would happen, especially, she would play these little mind games, and especially since I was, you know, a child, it's kind of like she would, you know, hurt. It's kind of like someone's like saying, you know, they hurt you, and then they say, well, you know, they act like,
like, you know, they didn't mean to, but then they also kind of put blame on you and say, you know, if this, that, or the other. It's like these really emotional mind games. You would kind of have to really do a little bit more research than I can describe. Like, and like, I know that like, you haven't had the full, you know, like, you had a bit of it, but for me, like, there was times where, like, how do I say this? Because this is very hard, because I don't want to get too personal. I don't want. It's basically, like, basically, you know, those type of games where basically someone hurts you, but then, like, they mentally kind of make you question things. Like, they're, like, have, like, a bit of empathy towards them. Like they're sorry. Like, I didn't mean to. I still love you. But, you know, like, but they also make you feel like, you know, you were the one in the wrong. Maybe if you were just better, you know, they wouldn't have to do what they are doing. And, you know, like, stuff like that. And, like, coming from a parent, it's a lot harder. And, like, and in a way, she was, like, you know, when I say emotionally abusive to dad, it was more like, not just, like, the typical name calling. It's like playing with your heartstrings. Like, you know, like the type of emotional manipulation or stuff like emotional abuse where it's like they just like they basically, you know, will rip out your heart, shove it back in again, and rip it back out, and keep, like, they'll play games. And if the fact that, you know, like, and just play like little, like, these word games, and like little, not just like your typical name calling of like you're a failure, you know, that you if you would have done more, you can't do anything, you know, that type of stuff. No, this is like the type of stuff like you really makes you question things, like, and makes you like reevaluate, you know, some stuff, and it's very hard, you know, and even making it, you know, question it's type of manipulation that's very hard and very sometimes can be subtle, but then sometimes can be in your face, and it's the type of, like, pain that can't be described by just me saying it. Like, you can do research in books, but, like, sometimes it can be very subtle. It, like, even as a kid, like, I never noticed how much pain she was inflicting, not just on me, but on him, until I got older and started to realize how much pain she really put him through. It's not just like the whole eating. No. Maybe that maybe was a part of the final straw, but also just making him feel powerless. Like putting it like a footnote of, like, even if, you know, he was to retaliate, even if he was to hit back, he couldn't. They would probably take more her side of things, and she be the victim while he would be incarcerated. Or just like the subtle thing of, like, just playing these little games of just like pushing someone further and further into depravity, of like just trying to keep themselves busy to the point where, you know, just so they don't have to come home, just so they don't have to go back to that pain. It's kind of like, it's so hard to describe, and it's so hard to just put to words how much pain, you know, it can cause, like, mentally, physically, like even if you don't believe in the idea of like a mental abuse, it can be. It's just it's very hard to describe and very hard to put into words, or very hard to really, because it can be subtle and it can be in your face, but it can also just be like the mental abuse of like having a parent constant, like let's say mentally abuse, kind of like the very subtle, like compares you to your siblings, but also makes you question your own worth, and constantly keeps pushing you, and constantly makes you question things to the point where, even the type of unhealthy, type of abuse, let's say, where they tell you, if, because you're feeling so like a certain way, and the way you're feeling is hurting the family, and if you weren't this way, things would be so much better. Subtle stuff sometimes. It just really depends. Like, I'm not saying she ever did that, but I mean, like, it can be. There's multiple ways it can be done. It doesn't always have to be in your face for it to be abuse in a sense. And I'm glad, you went from one bad thing to a good thing. I'll say that's probably the best thing. Some people get that, and some people don't. I don't think really completely my dad completely did. I think he thinks he has. I don't talk to him a whole lot. Then again, like, sometimes it can be the subtle way of like just forcing, mentally. I don't know. It's very hard. I don't want to stay too long on the subject, but it's just kind of like, you kind of get what I'm trying to say.
But what did you call it? Bioelectricity?
You want breakfast?
Well, that cost us Roxxon property, and it destroyed a bridge.
This is messed up. That's not what happened.
Finn's the tinkerer. She stole the new form. No idea why. And it's my fault the bridge blew up.
No, it's not.
I'm headed to the campaign headquarters. You boys need anything while I'm out? I could pick up dulce de coco.
I thought you quit after last night.
Why would I quit? I said I'd fight for my home. I meant it.
You could have died.
Our family doesn't give up. You know that.
Mom! Dulce de coco would be great. If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
When I got powers, I thought I'll be able to fix anything.
Actually, comparison for mental abuse could be considered, I think, and the most weirdest thing is for the relationship between Joker and Harley Quinn, and JD and Heather. No, Veronica from Heathers.
Do anything that Spider-Man does.
Whenever you say Spider-Man, you always mean the other one. You're Spider-Man. You can fix this. Your way.
And
But yeah. I know it's weird, but those are the only few that I can think of to best describe it. And to be honest, yeah. And I'm also trying to talk over it. You'll probably hear it subtly, but I don't want to copyright claim, so I'm kind of trying to be a little loud and make sure that it, because they always freaking claim stuff, even no matter how hard I try. It's kind of annoying. No matter what you do, and it sucks. Oh yes, the classic suit. YouTube is strict, very muchly. YouTube can be a pain in the ass.
Hey man, things are big time now, huh? Feels like people need friendly neighborhood now more than ever.
We gotta think of a shorter name. All the good apps are one word.
Miles, finally got through.
Oh, hey Pete, what's going on?
I saw the news. It was in Simkarian, so either a bridge exploded or a bagel was fumigated, which doesn't make any sense in context. Either way, I'm looking at flights. I can be back tomorrow night.
No, don't do that. It's okay. I figured out who's responsible. And I'm gonna stop it, I promise.
Okay, I trust you. If you need help, I'll be on the first plane home. Otherwise, I'll see you when I get back in a few weeks, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks. And good luck learning some Karian.
Why are there 7 different words for bathroom?
Got 2 words for you. Air combat. In this challenge, enemies only take damage while airborne. Get as many airborne KOs as possible. Approach the prompt when you're ready.
Air combat? Oh, I got this.
Post-combat subroutine.
Can't stand the heat? Get out the airborne kitchen. And down he goes.
Start yanking guys up while you're airborne.
And the crowd goes wild. Bada bing, bada boom.
Start yanking guys up while you're airborne. Calibrate. Aerial.
You're down.
Impressive airborne ballet of destruction there, Miles.
He's right. Way more control up here. Some classical music would go great with this. Like a waltz. A waltz with punches.
I knew you were tacular, but not spectacular. Way to go, buddy.
Now,
Try again. I want to try to get the other ones in the air as well.
Right. This Spider-Man game is about exploiting every little weakness your opponent has to give you the edge. Squaring off against a world-class prize fighter with a mean right hook, can't get 10 feet off the ground. See how thunderous his punches are while he's flailing around like a skydiver without a parachute. You'd be surprised how quickly even the toughest dudes cry for their mommies when there's no solid ground beneath their feet.
Could listen to Pete Spider-Man shot talk all day. Dude is good at this job. Heads up!
I was practically floating before you obliterated him into pixels.
Classical music would go great with this. Like a waltz. A waltz with punches.
Dang it. It's hard to get the, more enemies in the air.
The thing I love about air combat is you're dancing on thin air. You can do anything, do anything. Never feel more like a Spider-Man when I'm bopping and zipping around above the heads of a bunch of earthbound baddies. Pure joy.
Man, you can hear the happy in Pete's voice. He loves this gig.
I was practically floating before you obliterated him into pixels. Work.
Some classical music would go great with this. Like a waltz. A waltz with punches.
I'm so close. I could have got it. I just need to build up that secondary combo.
Behave the Spider-Man gig is about exploiting every little weakness your opponent has to give you the edge. Squaring off against a world-class prize fighter with a mean right hook, can't get 10 feet off the ground. See how thunderous his punches are while he's flailing around like a skydiver without a parachute. You'd be surprised how quickly even the toughest dudes cry for their mommies when there's no solid ground beneath their feet.
Could listen to Pete Spider-Man shot talk all day. Dude is good at this job.
Alert. Melee attack sequence. Active. Tactical analysis. Run. Hostile is airborne. That was... Hang on, it's coming to me. Spectacular!
Dang it. It was so close. I almost got it at 10. I just needed enemies. Ugh. Okay.
Commencing. This Spider-Man gig is about exploiting every little weakness your opponent has to give you the edge. Squaring off against a world-class prize fighter with a mean right hook, can't get 10 feet off the ground. See how thunderous his punches are while he's flailing around like a skydiver without a parachute. You'd be surprised how quickly even the toughest dudes cry for their mommies when there's no solid ground beneath their feet.
Could listen to Pete Spider-Man shot talk all day. Dude is good at this job. Pete's right. Way more control up here.
Triggering melee attack. I was practically floating before you obliterated him into pixels. Work.
Classical music would go great with this. Like a waltz. A waltz with punches.
Dang it. The time limit it goes pretty fast. Oh man. Usually takes me a couple tries. I guess.
Man, like, the thing I love about air combat, like your hands once in the air. You can go anywhere, do anything. Never feel more like a Spider-Man than when I'm bopping and zipping around above the heads of a bunch of earthbound baddies. Pure joy.
Man, you can hear the happy in Pete's voice. He loves this gig.
Hold on. It drains too quickly. I gotta get that enemy. Then I'm gonna get off for the night.
This Spider-Man gig is about exploiting every little weakness your opponent has to make you yet. Squaring off against a world-class prize fighter with a mean right hook, you'll get 10 feet off the ground. See how thunderous his punches are while he's flailing around like a skydiver without a parachute. You'd be surprised how quickly even the toughest dudes cry for their mommies when there's no solid practice.
You can listen to Pete Spider-Man shot talk all day. Dude is good at this job.
Combat simulation is active. Friendly instance terminated.
Think fast!
Hostile is airborne. Instance eliminated. I now bequeath the title of Ultimate to you, Miles. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Firing projectile.
Okay, boss. What's the plan?
Finn's family has a repair shop in Midtown. She used to do all of her work there. If I'm lucky, she still does.
Wouldn't it be easier to just call her and talk?
I don't think so, man. Seeing her on the bridge? I don't know that person. I need to figure out why she's doing all this.
Alright, man. Do what you feel is right. Keep me posted.
We'll make something new with this.
Alright. I think I'm done for the night. I've been streaming for a bit. Thank you for everybody for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you guys next time, and peace out, and bye-bye.